Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard, and today we're going to take a look at another product from Caldwell. This is one that they sent me to try out again. This is the Caldwell Target Turner. Now it's just a little electric tripod that holds a target up that turns it at a variable rate. You can set the speed on it. It'll either turn real slow or it'll turn pretty quick anyways. It runs on 8 AA batteries, and it says it runs for 11 hours. It comes in the box here, unassembled, but it's really a piece of cake to put together. And I've already got it taken out of the box and put together. And it comes with a nice little convenient carrying bag, so you can take it out of the range once you get it put together. Now, it is a piece of cake to put together, really. There's nothing to it. It comes with the tools you need to do it. And really the only thing you've got to put on is just the 3 legs and then snap the other pieces together. You got the 2 arms, you got the target axle. There's the 2 arms and the axle. You've got the board, which is the corrugated plastic stuff. And then there's the target turner itself. The only thing you really have to assemble is the 3 bolts into the legs there to get it set up. Like I said, the tools come with it, and they are just going to be 2 little wrenches for the bolts that hold the legs on, and then you got these little plastic pieces here because the corrugated plastic they send you it's folded in half to keep the package kind of small. So what those 2 little plastic pieces do there is they go on the fold right there to hold it flat. Now you do not have to use this piece here. It will hold the cardboard, the IDPA targets and stuff like that. You can put any one of them on there. And all you got to do is take your target axle, and you've got this little bar here that's kind of split. It's got an extra little prong on there to hold the target. There's little grooves in the top of it there. You just take these, push them down in there until they snap into place. They go together really easy. And then you just slide your target onto those little prongs there. Put this in the unit. We'll go ahead and get it set up out there on the range. I'm going to set it at about maybe 10 yards because my range is not flat whatsoever, and really there's no adjustment on the legs for the height, not like my camera tripod, but it doesn't matter if it sits perfectly flat. The flatter the better anyways. Let's get it out there in the range, get it set up. Okay, so here's the target turner, and like I said, it just sits right on the ground there. You'll need to pull the legs out, and if you're in an area where it's real windy, there are convenient holes in the ends of the legs there. You can put some tent stakes down there if you want. Then all you do is take the target axle. It goes in there. There's a little square spline on the end of the shaft there. It just drops right down in there, and then go ahead and slide your target on there. And like I said, it'll hold IDPA, the cardboard targets. They'll all slide. A bunch of them will slide in there. And these little corrugated pieces right here will stand quite a few shots before they need to be replaced. I should probably put some of those on my regular target boards because the plywood does not last long, and plywood's pretty expensive nowadays. The battery compartment is right here in the back. A little switch on the front there. It turns it on and then adjusts your speed. Between 1 and 6 seconds is what it'll go to. Now the motor runs continuously, and it just switches directions every so often, and it'll run for 11 hours like that. It's what they claim anyways. So if you don't have somebody out on your range with a remote turnable target, this will probably be the next best thing. Now, it is not bulletproof. Only shoot at the target piece. Try your best not to hit this. The rods here are probably pretty tough, but you still want to avoid hitting those. It's best to practice at a slower pace before you really get to speeding it up. Okay, so right now I'm just going to put one of these little small paper targets up there, and with thumbtacks they'll pop right in there. The whole lot easier to get in there than plywood too. And there they are. I want to keep it up kind of high. I want to make sure I don't hit that down there. Okay, I've got the target turner up there, turned on. I've got it set, I guess, somewhere in the middle there. I've probably got about 2 to 3 seconds as it turns towards me. I've got my Smith & Wesson Shield with me, which is my EDC, or one of my EDCs anyways, and I've got it in a Kydex We the People holster on the right side outside the waistband, which is really, unless you got a little more room in your pants, it's probably the best thing to do is outside the waistband. Easy to conceal, holds it snug up against your body. I'll be doing a review on those too. And I actually have my mag pouch for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one in the chamber. I normally carry one within the chamber anyways, but I'm out here on the range. So what I'm gonna do is wait till this thing turns towards me, and then I'm gonna take a couple shots. Okay, I only had 3 rounds loaded in that magazine, so when it turned, I got 2 shots off, and then I got my 3rd one when it turned back. This is something you can use to really build up some speed if you need to, and I probably need to for sure. You can also do, like I like to do, the 2 and 2, 2 in a magazine, drop it, swap over and do another one. And depending on how you set your time, see if you can, challenge yourself. See if you can drop the mag, put a new mag in, and get ready to go before the next time it turns around. All right, sorry about the silhouette look here, but I've got the Target Turner right up here, and I got 2 rounds in this magazine. I got my spare mag in my mag holder with another 2 rounds in it. I'm going to see if I can do 2 when it turns towards me, and when it turns away, drop the magazine and do another 2. Apparently, no, I can't. The magazine is a little sticky. It did not actually spring out, but that's not it's not the target's fault anyways. That's my firearm's fault. Okay, so that round there, see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I did get my rounds in there. One of them is completely off the paper target. It is a pretty small target, and like I said, this is probably 10 yards away, maybe 9 yards away, something like that. But this is a really good tool for training anyways, especially if you want to practice speed and reaction times and stuff like that, and you're not endangering anybody downrange. You definitely don't want to have a person down there turning your targets. There are some ranges, and I trained at one years ago, that had a long system that somebody stood back there at the back of the range and actually operated a manually turned targets, and it turned all of them at the same time, and there were probably 10 or 15 of us standing up there on the line when the targets turned. And then it was variable by whatever that person chose to do. This one is kind of set up with a predetermined time, and like I said, you can set the speed of it as you get faster, more comfortable, then do it like that. But it's actually kind of fun, and I'm out here on the range usually by myself, so I've got nobody out here to turn targets for me, and this is a good choice for it. All right, guys, if you want, I'm going to put a link in the description below if you want to check out the Caldwell Target Turner. They're not terribly expensive, and like I said, it's a really good training or practice tool. If you're by yourself on a range somewhere, you can take it to a public range, just stick it in the backpack, throw it over your shoulder, and go. But I'm going to play with it just a little bit more because it's actually kind of fun, I guess. I'll try a little bit more of that 2 and 2 stuff and see how I like it. Maybe it'll help me work on that release of the magazine. I don't know. That's why you should practice.